we have this point light, which has some position. We have this stick, which has some height. We can think about the ray of light, like the last ray of light that makes it over this stick. That's where the top of the shadow is, basically. And then we can think about drawing this triangle. And then this triangle would be proportional to this triangle. So these are similar triangles. And you can work out that, like, because this is a right angle and this is a right angle, these lines are parallel, and then these angles would be corresponding angles, so these angles are equal. And if two angles of triangles are equal, then their third angle is equal, because if you know two angles, you know the third, because they add up to 180 degrees. Anyway, so these triangles are similar, and because they're similar, they're proportional. So we could write some proportionality like we did for these triangles and use it to solve for the length of the shadow. So we want to find the length of the shadow. So we know the height of the stick. We don't know the length, but we do know the position of the light. So we can find this side length for this triangle as p dot y minus h, and we can find this length of this side with p dot x minus whatever the x coordinate of the stick is. And we also know that, so we know where the stick is, so we can use the x coordinate of the stick and compare the difference between the light source's x coordinate and the stick's x coordinate, and we get this. So now we have these two similar triangles, and then you can just set up a proportionality and solve for the length. So basically you can think of length over p dot x minus stick dot x equals h over p dot y minus h, and then just multiply by both sides by p dot x minus stick dot x, and you get the length of the shadow. That's pretty much the idea. Okay, in extending this to 3D, it might seem complicated, but it's really actually just the same thing. So you're just going to take it from the perspective of looking at the XZ plane, and then do similar triangles. So this triangle and this triangle, do similar triangles, figure out where the shadow point is going to be, and then you do it from this perspective. So you basically just take it one dimension at a time. You do the difference in x and the differences in y, and set up similar triangles, and you can find the x and y coordinate respectively of the shadow.